Hello dear friends, my name is Tatiana. I'm a watercolor and pastel artist. Today I'm gonna paint this beautiful autumn landscape, and I'm gonna challenge myself, and I'm gonna use only this brush and my three colors: cobalt blue, rose madder permanent, and nickel azu yellow. And also probably I will use my makeup sponges and maybe palette knife and regular knife. So that's my materials for today, and let's start. And of course I'm gonna use the pencil, graphite pencil. So let's do very brief drawing. So this is gonna be my focal point. And some mountains in the background. And that's it. I'm gonna apply water with my makeup sponge. It's okay, don't worry about it if you see my drawing disappearing. This is just a road map. I usually work without drawing, without preliminary drawing. So usually I use a big gold brush to wet my paper, but today I decided to use only one brush and makeup sponges. Okay, and I'm gonna start with my sky. I'm gonna use a little bit of my yellow and red. Let's turn this upside down because I want water and the pigment running toward me. To this mix I'm gonna add blue, and even more blue. And even more blue. And I'm taking some excess of water. Now I'm gonna work with my focal point. I'm gonna put some orange and the brown olive green here in that area. So I'm making my orange, mixing azu yellow and rose permanent. I'll probably need more yellow here. So right now it looks too bright, but we know the watercolor will fade when it's dry. So now it's time for my foreground a little bit. So the same color, different proportion. Now I'm gonna clean my palette. Now I need more cobalt blue. Some nickel azu yellow, and let me put some water for interesting texture. More cobalt blue, a little bit of rose madder permanent, and actually here it's just combination of these three colors. I just mix them together, like a little bit of yellow, more rose madder permanent, and cobalt blue. Here the same combination, different proportions. Working in limited palette can be very beneficial because it's sometimes when you need to think fast and make very quick decision, it's easy to do it when you have only 3 colors, 3 paints. Some hair, cat hair. Okay, and this is just regular makeup sponge. Okay, I'm gonna try different one. I'm gonna put more value on that mountain. So now I'm making my own dark olive green, and I'm painting dark trees. So my paper is already drying, so I'm gonna add a little bit of water. It will wet my paper, and at the same time it gives me texture. Okay, let's make 3 trunks with a palette knife. Maybe some grass at the foreground. Just a transparent color here. Maybe a little bit there. No. So something like that. So you see, I started working with this kind of movement. Then I use vertical strokes. Then, for example, for this area, I can use my brush like that. What else? So it's a very versatile brush. And probably this is my favorite brush. Of course, I like when I have a lot of brushes, but sometimes when I go for plein air or when I travel, I need to make my choices. So I want this tree to be lighter than its neighbors. I'm gonna cover and I'm gonna add more texture to my foreground. I'm gonna make orange again. More red. And I'm gonna just use palette knife. And do this kind of something like that. And also I'm gonna use watercolor pencil to give even more interesting texture to my foreground. Because the paper is still wet, watercolor pencil, the small pieces of watercolor pencil will stick to the surface. So using the sharp knife is better when the paper is completely dry, because right now I can ruin the paper, so I need to be very careful. So something like this. Once again, my name is Tatiana. Thank you for joining me. I used my favorite calligraphy brush today. I also use my watercolor pencils, palette knife, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, please subscribe and comment about your favorite brush. Have a nice day. Bye bye.